Does your website have visual and audio aids that assist visitors suffering with sight and hearing loss? In fact, does your website even display an accessibility policy for disabled people? We offer a software solution. See the example on the left of the screen. Note that when you click on the disabled badge in the top left-hand corner of the website page, a drop-down of 8 options are revealed. This image is an example of what a compliant, disabled-friendly website, with 8 clickable links, and an accessibility policy looks like. The 2010 Disability Act was set up to identify discrimination and protect the rights of disabled people. So the website accessibility policy was introduced. Did you know that there are almost 2 million people, in the UK, living with sight loss? Of these, around 360,000 are registered as blind or partially sighted. It is estimated that there are 6 million people in the UK suffer from dyslexia, almost 1 in 6 of the population. The British Deaf Association estimate that there are about 9 million people in the UK who are deaf or hard of hearing. So, if any of these 17 million people are unable to access your website, then you could be discriminating against them. So, if you have no accessibility policy, then look at your options. The first option is that people could sue your website for discrimination. Did you know that 278,000 disabled people took businesses to court and received compensation after the courts ruled in their favor for proven acts of discrimination in 2018? The second option could ruin your business brand and reputation. Google and Facebook reviews are a source of negative comments and could finish your business if you were found guilty of discrimination. The third option concerns legal costs and financial impacts to your business. Can your business afford to discriminate against 17 million UK people and deny them access to your products and services? So if you are compliant, using our software, what are the accessibility policy and software benefits? The first benefit relates to your website being Google-friendly. If your website contains an accessibility policy and software for website navigation purposes, then Google will ensure you receive a higher ranking. The 2010 Disability Act requires websites to have a compliant accessibility policy and the appropriate software. By helping people with sight and hearing issues, it will provide evidence of your efforts to comply and enhance visitors' experience. The third benefit will protect your business and avoid legal proceedings. So, if your website is not compliant, then it is likely that a visitor to your website will feel discriminated against, and could then begin costly legal proceedings against your business. In 2018, there were 278,000 discrimination cases brought against business owners. Benefit number 4 exposes your business to new client markets. If your website was compliant and enabled people to freely navigate around your website, then imagine how many of the estimated 17 million people with sight and hearing difficulties could become clients of yours. Benefit number 5 is a revenue and visitor increase to your website. Compliance also means that you could benefit from the estimated £200 billion spending power of the 17 million people who experience sight and hearing problems, but are able to access and shop on compliant websites. Social responsibility is benefit number 6. Having a compliant website is further evidence that your business shows social responsibility. This will add credence to your brand and reputation and sets you apart from your competitors. So you have seen the benefits of having a compliant website, so now we will mention the delivery of strategic planning and project management. What happens next? The first activity would be a website and web content review. Once the review is complete, then we will look at implementing the 2010 Disability Act requirements, such as the setting up of compliant web widgets. The next activity would involve setting up and implementing the policy statement for further compliance validation.